your way. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Voyagers of Vancouver. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis joining you from the booth. And, Charles, we take a peek at this Vancouver team entering play.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 80 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. But you look at this defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Throwing on first down, Payne. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On second down now. Start. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Start. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. There goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and come.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, it's Leonard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
From the gun, Jackson. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his leg.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. I start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On second down now, it's Leonard. And this time that point to the 30 will be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a
touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag. That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Third down and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Start. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They run the counter. Start. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Payne. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 116 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. To throw is Jackson. Out route here, he finds Turner. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. Pushes past him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys his 33. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advance.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Voyagers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
A gain of 5. First down, Dallas.
They'll run on first down. Stark taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Up the middle they go. Leonard. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. This pass into the hands of Turner. That's number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Leonard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Touchdown! A great effort there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Voyagers take a 3-touchdown lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season. But that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
2nd down and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 2nd down, it's Leonard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barber. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. That's Turner. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
Turner is there for another one.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Voyagers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Here's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Leonard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. 28-21, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. The Chargers could never get the ship going in the right direction this year, but they do get the win there and up their mark to 6-9.
The
highlights
Coach,
from the
thank
first
you very
half,
much.
all
As we welcome
one-sided.
you back
This
for
one got out of hand
quarter
early,
number 3.
and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not
From
already.
a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to Turner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 1st down, Payne. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Payne. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it and how you continue to lead.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. He's got Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Leonard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jackson. Caught by Turner. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now a give right side. It's Leonard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jackson working the middle of the field, and he's got one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers just continue to roll. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Taken at the goal line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Payne. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he fends him off. And he works 3. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Extra point attempt to follow here. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Jackson. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Payne.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Spencer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Looking to throw. Payne. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
So that's going to push him back half the distance. Now a handoff up the middle. Leonard. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
73 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Leonard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Leonard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Leonard.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Payne. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Payne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man.
And the pressure gets there, and he'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And his kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a give right side. Leonard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open?